What is going on, everybody? It's the Toontown Gamer coming back at you with another video, and I'm hoping I can only do this in one take because I don't want to repeat myself a bunch of times. It's a beautiful day, even though it's cloudy outside, and I want to go for a walk, even though it's like borderline raining. But whatever. Anyways, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my final thoughts on Toonfest for this year, and then I'm going to talk about why you guys should migrate over to another channel that I have. Toontown Rewritten's 9th anniversary, they hosted the Cartoonival, formerly known as Toonfest, because they didn't want to confuse the names with the real life Toonfest and the virtual one. I made a video saying that I thought there was going to be much more being added this year because they were doing so good on making new content and getting it out at a really good pace that I thought that there was going to be something bigger and newer coming this year. And unfortunately, there wasn't really anything new at all. It's kind of puts me in an awkward position because I was totally wrong when I said that I thought they were going to do something much bigger. I was literally making a video praising the rewritten team for getting new content out on a consistent level, and then they hardly did anything at all this year. Now, it doesn't mean that they didn't do anything, because they did do a few things. For one, they decided to make a change to some of the ticket booths and the pie booths, or whatever you want to call them, wherever you buy your little pastries to throw at Clef's targets, and then also for buying the boosters as well, things like the double gag XP, promotion XP, and all XP. They did make 2 extra booths, one new for each section for them to buy them, so now you have 2 booths that you can buy them at. But again, I feel like they should have done what Corporate Clash did, where instead it's only, I don't know if it's client-sided or if it's server-sided. I think it's client-sided, where as many tunes as possible can literally walk up to the counter and talk to the NPC without having to wait in line. I feel like that's something that they should have done, and I don't know why they haven't been doing that over the years, because that's been a really consistent problem, even in things like the gag shop after all this time. I remember they did it during I don't know what that event was where it was during the silly meter event where you had to collect those cards. Tunes were standing in line because it was so bad. You also had Lord Loud and Clear getting surrounded by tunes during Crash Cashbot. I feel like they should have just done what Corporate Clash did. I really do. Another thing that they did with this update, and this was right before Toonfest, was actually adding in a couple more things. They put jukeboxes up in the Toon estates so you could play whatever kind of music you want. They also did some boarding group Discord integration thing. I'm not too sure what exactly that's about, but it's interconnected with Discord now. And then they also did something for safe districts. I think it's just they make it so that there's always going to be a safe district that's speed chatless, and they also made it so that lower tunes don't get put in districts that have higher level cogs. Again, it's kind of confusing, but it doesn't really have much to do with Toonfest. And then they did do this big partner palooza, I think that's what you call it, where they hosted a bunch of events in game, which was pretty nice. Now, I never got the chance to attend any of those events because I was busy doing other stuff, and I think it's nice what they did here. I think they should host this every year. But unfortunately, it just never really added anything new to the game, essentially, because it's just scheduled events that partners host at certain dates and times, nothing new in-game was officially added, if that makes sense. But I still think it was pretty nice to have that. And then one of the last changes they made was something involving Clef and the duck tank. Well, not exactly the duck tank, but they found out that there was some sort of racist quotes coming from Clef or something. I literally have no idea what the quotes were or anything, but essentially what they're gonna do is try to edit those quotes to make it sound right and better, so that way there's no racism in what he says when you have to deliver your whole cream pie. And then the accessories that are based off of Native American culture, those are going to be getting a change as well, because apparently those were not done right or something. But no need to be alarmed, because they don't like they're not getting removed from the game, but they're going to be reworked because they're actually going to reach out to like Native American like organizations to try to get feedback on their accessories so they could rework them in the right way. So it's fine. Our sombreros are safe. Don't worry. We can enjoy our little Mexican fiestas without any interference. And then last, is there even anything after that? I don't even know if they did anything after that. I mean, I just used the gag boosters, like for my personal experience this year. I used the gag boosters to level up my gags on one of my tunes I have. So that was actually pretty fun. So anyways, that's pretty much all that they did for the Cartoonival this year. Now, next year, Toontown Rewritten is going to be turning 10 years old, so I do remain hopeful that they are going to do something much bigger for celebrating 10 years of Toontown Rewritten, because I honestly did not think that the game would really last this long, and the fact that it's actually getting closer to outliving Toontown Online itself is quite the accomplishment. And I am going to stand my ground this time, like truly like go full force when I say that I do believe that they are going to do something much bigger to celebrate 10 years of Toontown Rewritten. And I think it's going to be a big disappointment if they don't, because that's such a phenomenal milestone to make it to 10 years of a fan-made recreation of the game. And I remember there was a video that Lefty Lemonzilla made back in like 2014, I think, where he said something in the words of, and I quote, now, it's not exactly what he said, but it's something of like, oh, Toontown Rewritten? They think it's going to last a whole nother 10 years. I think it'll last for a couple years before it eventually gets taken down. And of course, I actually sort of believed him, because nobody really thought that this could actually last for that long. And now that's actually becoming a reality. We're one step closer towards this game turning 10 years old. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say involving the Cartoonival. However, as time has gone on, this channel has become more obsolete, so I just want to say real quick, for anyone that does want to see more of this style of content, whether it be predictions on when new content like the field offices are going to come out, or if you want to learn more about each and every update that gets released going forward, I encourage everybody to subscribe to my main channel. It'll probably be linked in the description and at the end of this video. Now, does that mean that this channel is going to be completely dead? Not exactly. I might upload something like once every few months from this point going forward, but as far as like main content, like all the time, it's pretty much done. I think this channel is pretty much over with. I think I've been doing it for too long. I want to focus all of my content and energy on my main channel, so if you guys are willing to subscribe to that one, then please do so. And I guess that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in whatever I post next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do remain hopeful about next year there being new content. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day.